Let's say I am the most law abiding driver on the road. I count 3 seconds at every stop sign. I never go a mile over the speed limit. I stop even at yellow lights. I find myself an exemplary driver, and I often compliment myself on the obedience of following the law. But one day I'm distracted and I run a red light. Suddenly I see the red and blue lights in the rearview mirror, and the policeman pulls me over, and I say, I never ever break the traffic laws. This was simply a mistake. Would that police officer say, oh, I completely understand. Go on your merry little way? Probably not. I would get a ticket. I would now be labeled a lawbreaker. Or even worse, say I accidentally run the light and I hit another car and killed the other person. When I get to court and tell the judge, I always obey the traffic laws. It was just this once. Do you think they're going to say, okay, well, you get a hard pass for spending time in prison? Absolutely not. So if I break the law of running the red light, I am now a lawbreaker. I can say whatever I want. I can believe whatever I want. But the bottom line is, I broke that one law, and now I'm a lawbreaker. This illustration is a perfect example of how we need Jesus. You may think you're a good person, and maybe you are, but that's not going to save you from hell. But if you have ever in your entire life told a lie, you're a sinner. If you have talked about someone else, that's gossip. You're a sinner. Maybe you're holding on to unforgiveness in your heart. Sinner. And the wages of sin is death, the Bible says, spiritual death, which means eternally separated from God in Romans 6:23. Let's read James 2:10. For whoever keeps the whole law and yet stumbles at just one point is guilty of breaking all of them. All of them, which means it makes you a sinner. 1 point is guilty of breaking all of it. None of this is a shock to anyone because everyone has sinned. Everyone, even you. In their lives, they have sinned, and the majority of people recognize that. But here's the good news. God sent Jesus to make a way to redeem us. By Jesus dying on the cross, we are justified. What does justified mean? It means just as if we never sinned. Can you believe that? This seems so narrow, some may say. It is so narrow that the majority will not even choose it. Very few will travel down that narrow path. But please, please, please be one of the few if you haven't already. When Jesus returns for his children, and I believe that's very, very soon, even in our lifetime, please be one of the few. God is madly in love with you, and he wants to spend eternity with you.